Hi guys, today is another requested video. I am sorry I don't remember who exactly requested this video, but I got a request for a minestrone soup. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's an Italian soup made with vegetables, and I have had it a couple of times and I was really excited to make it myself. We don't usually have soups like this or eat soups like this in our house, but because of that I was even more excited to try this out and make this soup. It was really delicious, and even without all the meat it was really hearty, really filling, because it has different kinds of beans in the soup, and it was super delicious. We really loved it. It has those great Italian spices in it and it's packed with flavor. I hope you will also like this soup, and without further blah blah, let's get started with the recipe. I have a big pot heating here, and I'm just gonna add in some olive oil to the bottom of the pot. And then if you've watched my leftover turkey soup, you know what this is here. So I have a plate prepared with the vegetables that I'm gonna be adding in. So these are the ones I'm gonna add in first: the onion, the garlic, the carrot and the celery. The rest of the vegetables I will be adding at a later point, and so I will be prepping them in the meantime. So once your oil is warm, you can add in the onions with the garlic, the celery and the carrot. You just want to simmer the vegetables on medium heat so that they kind of start to soften already and kind of to bring out the flavor of the vegetables. And then after a couple of minutes, when the onions are looking soft and the carrots have also softened, you can start adding in the green beans and also the zucchini if you're using it. Then, because I'm using frozen spinach, I'm also gonna add in the spinach right now. And then I'm just gonna cover it and allow to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. So now it's been a couple of minutes and I'm gonna start adding in some liquid. Excuse me for that, the camera just stopped filming when I started adding in my ingredients. So I've added in the tomatoes now. I've added in some plum tomatoes, and I also washed the can with some extra water, so I have a little bit of that water in there with the tomatoes. Now I'm also going to turn up the heat to high, and I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and just shortly mix it in. Now I'm also going to add in the pasta, because the vegetables have some time to cook still, but it's just the time that also I will need for the pasta. So I'm adding that in, and now I need some more liquid. So I have some vegetable broth here. And then I'm also gonna add in the beans. So I have the kidney beans with the white beans here. I've just run them under some cold water, and now I'm gonna add them in as well. So at this point I have basically everything in my soup, only missing the seasoning, and that's something I'm gonna do at the end. So now I'm gonna allow it to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, just to cook through the pasta and the rest of the vegetables, so that the vegetables are soft and that the pasta is cooked through and then we are gonna taste and season. Now I've turned off the heat and I'm just gonna check on the soup. So I can see the pasta is almost cooked through, the vegetables have also almost cooked through, and the only thing I don't like at this moment is that there's not enough liquid. So I'm just gonna add in a little bit so that I have a little more broth or a little more liquid in the soup, but you can keep it really thick if you like it that way. Now I'm gonna take a taste test for salt, and then I'm gonna season the soup. So if you're wondering why I'm tasting for salt if there's no salt that I've added, well, that's because the broth has always some salt, so I want to taste first. And it's actually quite salty, which is surprising, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more. But only just a little. Then I'm also seasoning with some black pepper. And then you could just add some Italian spice, or I'm just adding some dry oregano and some dry thyme. And then you want to turn off the heat and allow the soup to stand for about 30 minutes before serving. So there is another great soup for you for the winter months. We really enjoyed it, and I think it will be something that I'm going to be making more often, because I love the vegetarian options, vegetarian soups that we can enjoy, for example, for a lighter dinner or a lighter lunch. This is great because it's really filling with all the beans and the pasta in the soup. So you can either enjoy it as a lighter option if you just have a little bit, or you can also enjoy it when you need some energy because it's so filling. And I think it's really great for the winter because it's packed with those vegetables, it's warm, it's flavorful, it has those Italian spices in it, and I just love this soup. Can you tell? So if you also like this recipe, don't forget the thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, then you can subscribe over here, and if you tap the bell, you won't miss any new recipes. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye until next time.